Good afternoon. Damn, Daniel, bringing it back with the smooth, royalty-free jazz. Ooh, damn. So we are roughly 1 week into the thing I made last week. I don't remember what the hell I called it, but it's do something new this year, get good challenge or something. I don't know what I called it. Like I said, my thing was to lose weight. I will be using Tuesdays. I might not get this video up every Tuesday, but I will be using Tuesdays as a weigh-in day. So I didn't say what I started. I got to be a big boy. I got up to I think it was 207, which is just about as fat as I can get without eating Little Debbie's every single meal. It is really hard for me to get much bigger than that. I mean, I think I could if I was dedicated, but I'm not that dedicated. I can only eat so many things. I know that's not all food related. There's other issues for people being overweight, but in my situation, that's what it was. I ain't trying to bullshit nobody. Too many sodas, too many fast foods, too many whatever. So like I said in the first video, I am doing keto and intermittent fasting, which is going peachy. So I just weighed myself today. I am 202, so I shot about 5 pounds away. I shot 5 pounds in 1 week. That's kind of crazy. It's not water weight. I drink so much water and so many other things. It's too much. It's too much. But anyway, I can do a little more information on into it. You remember me saying, I'm not a professional or expert in keto or anything like that, but I can kind of give you some, just the gist of it. So it's low, or I don't think can you do no carb? But just do low carb. A lot of people say 20 carbs, but I take it from 50. I have 50 as a limit. I don't ever get up that far, mostly because I'm not eating that much throughout the day, unless I'm picking out on bread or something to get up to that many carbs. But I eat a lot of meat. I've been waking up earlier, which is good and bad. I've been waking up to cook something for breakfast because, I kind of like having a little time before work anyhow, right? So what I'll do is, I think I've been eating the same thing for most of the work days. I eat the same thing. So I'll just crack 3 eggs and 2 pieces of 2 turkey sausage patties that are maybe that big, and just fry all that up and just chow on that. You could put cheese in it or anything or something like that if you wanted. You could probably, I thought about putting pepper on. I'm gonna have to change it because it's just, eggs by itself isn't too exciting. I mean, diets are never really all that exciting, but that is the current state of my thing. So I'll start eating about 5:30. That'll be my first meal, and then I won't eat again until I think the next chance I get to is around 9:15ish, and then I'll eat something there, like a bag of, like I said, if you don't eat fiber, you can run into some trouble. You will blow it out of you, quite literally. At least in my case, that's my experience. I'm sure everybody has. I don't know if that's what part of keto flu is. I heard that's kind of a thing where, if you start doing keto, you get sick. I don't know if anybody else doing keto has ever experienced anything like that, but I never really got sick, but I think it's just the lack of fiber was killing me there. So I eat then, and then the last time I'll eat will be about 12:20. But this fits into my work hours roughly, so I'll just eat on my breaks. So yeah, just a lot of, it's basically meat and cheese. I eat a lot of meat and cheese, which is probably terrible for my cholesterol, but there's arguments arguing both ways on the goods and bads of cholesterol too. So, I mean, I'm probably going to switch it up soon-ish because I'm not super sick of it yet. Plus, what I'm buying is really cheap and really easy to make, so that's a double plus. So, yeah, so the things I am eating, like cheese sticks, like the mozzarella. I should have described one and show you guys, but the little mozzarella cheese sticks, like string cheese, that's what they're called, I think. So I'll have maybe one of those, a small pack of almonds, which are it's this big. So it's not huge, so it's maybe a handful. So I'll eat that. And then I really have gotten this huge love for jerky. For some reason, jerky is really good. So jerky is good, but you do have to kind of be careful because there are if you're looking at it, there are flavored jerkies that are like, I can't remember any of the names off the top of my head. It was like barbecue something. Oh, the only problem with jerky is it's so expensive unless you find it cheaper. God, it bugged me. Just, you're gonna have to look at the labels for yourself if you're doing keto. Like some of it might say it has like 8 carbs, but you do have to keep in mind if you're doing any type of diet like that. Like, it says 8 carbs, but that'll be per serving, and there might be 7,000 servings per bag or something like that. It's not that many, it's like 3. But so adding all that together, just keep in mind you can fight. They actually, I think it's Jack Link's that makes like breakfast bacon, and that shit is good. And I think that is actually, I think it's, I don't want to say the lowest carb because they also make breakfast sausage, which I don't really care for. It's like dried sausage links, and it might be better hot because they do recommend warming it up, which I didn't try. Maybe I'll give it a try, but I think they just call it like Jack Link's AM or something like that. But yeah, bacon is very good. Like any diet, you can eat bacon. Yes, motherfucker. Oh, it's just so much fun. It really does help too that somebody I work with is also doing the same diet. I didn't know at the time, but she had started on Monday and I had started on like that Tuesday or whatever. So we can kind of like brag to each other about like how much we've lost, which coincidentally we both lost 5 pounds. Like, I don't know if that's a thing, like a common, because I do remember, because this is my second time through keto, which is probably why it's easier for me. It wasn't too difficult the first time either, but I was dropping 5 pounds a week for like the first 4 or 5 weeks, and that's quite a bit in a month if you can drop 25 pounds. Well, there's not 5 weeks in a month typically. But yeah, 20 pounds in a month is absurdly good. Just think of all that weight you're not carrying around. But even if you're not doing what I'm doing, wait, I'll get into that. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm trying to think of the rest of my day here. So I do have a couple vices that I'm having trouble getting rid of. One of them is this, energy drinks. For some reason, like, I feel like I can't quit drinking them. That might be another thing to quit down the road. That and soda. Not like the sugar soda, but like the diet sodas, which really aren't that great. But it's just, I think it might be the caffeine wakes me up. So I could be drinking coffee. Coffee is fine. If you drink it black especially, you can drink that throughout the day. These two I can drink throughout the day. This one in particular. I think every God, I can't think of every company will make like a sugar-free alternative, which, I mean, you can argue back and forth between whether or not it's healthier between all the chemicals and shit they throw in there. So I remember reading something, I'm just looking at this one, I can't, those who lead active lifestyles. Not so much me. Talking into a camera is not an active lifestyle. There was something I remember reading in the forums, like, I think it might have been, oh, here's all the stuff on the top. Guarana, B vitamins, taurine, and caffeine. I don't think this one has it. Maybe it's in the other. That's a rock star. I don't really care if people know what I'm drinking. So I think it might have been, I can't say. I'm not going to say if I don't know for sure. But something had, I think it was xylitol or something like that. People said it was kind of knocking them out of keto. So I don't think I ever really went over that either, but I'll go over that too. But yeah, lots and lots of this. I'll drink like 2 of these after I get home. That does 2 things. It's just something, you're putting something in your stomach and you're staying hydrated, bro. But yeah, I drink a lot of that. Arizona makes something. They make an iced tea lemonade mix. Arnold Palmer. They make that a mix, but there's a 0 of it if you can find it. I know they make a light, but they also make a 0. So those are good. Any diet soda, as long as it doesn't have, as far as I know, I only drink usually like Coke Zeros or something like that if I do drink something. I'm trying to back away from that just because I know like diet sodas are, I'm going to bump this down just a skosh because that's screaming in my ear. Hopefully you can still hear. I don't have OBS open, so I can't see my audio levels. But actually, there's no reason I can't have. Fuck it, I'll do it next time. But yeah, anything like that, just to. I don't know if it's necessarily. It's kind of keeping you busy in a sense. You know, does that make any sense? Like keeping something in your stomach and you're not hungry, so you don't really think about it too much. Does that make any sense at all? Am I making any fucking sense whatsoever? Probably not. But, all right, what was I going to talk about? I think that's everything. Gum, too, I can't get rid of. Gum you need to be careful with because it does have, if you chew a lot of it, like even the sugar-free stuff has sugar alcohol, so if it has, usually it's 1-to-1 from what I've noticed. If it has 1 gram of sugar alcohol, it'll have 1 carb in it too. So that's per stick. So if you're chewing the hell out of that all day, that will add up quite a bit. But that's another thing I do like within the 8 hours of work, and that's not intentionally. That's like a crack for me. like every time I get there and every break, I gotta pop a new piece of gum, bro. I'm gonna be like, damn man, I need some gum. Something like that. I don't know. It's not that bad, but I can't bring it out on the floor because I will chew the living shit out of some gum, man. I swear to God. It's kind of ridiculous to actually say and talk about that, but I don't eat sugar gum anyway on an average day. Is that all part of my diet that I wanted to talk about? I think so. I forgot to think. Oh, what? Like, I think in a general, you'll have to maybe look it up yourself if you want more information. But what keto is it's short for ketosis. And something about it, when you put your body in a low-carb state, it releases something called ketones. Something along those lines. And, like, those things, I think those things are responsible for helping you burn more fat or something like that. Again, look it up. I told you I'm not an expert. I just have the vague gist. I'm not so much of a caring on why it works, more of a, yes, this does work. So I can attest to that. This is my second time around, like I said. So, also, like I said, when somebody's at work, or when you have, that's another thing, too, that really helps, when you have somebody who's doing it with you. Like, even in my case, it was unintentionally, but that's kind of why I'm making those videos, too. Like, even though we don't know each other, it's, or maybe, shit, maybe we do, I don't know. Even though we're not together, I can still, like, hopefully this might push you to, like, hey, you know, it's, like, it's hard to explain, because it's not like you feel like you're letting them down. It's just like you feel, oh, wait, oh, I thought it quit on me. It didn't quit on me. 11 minutes left on this sucker. Yeah, I'm just doing a check-in. There was one more thing I was supposed to explain that I said I'd get back to, but hell if I can remember. But anyway, it's not too late if you are, if you didn't start last week with me, or if you were kicking the can down the road for whatever reason, you can start this week. That's the great thing about this, is you can jump on anytime you want with whatever you're doing. Like I said, you don't have to do what I'm doing. You don't have to do anything. If you want to look at this later, if you want to join me later, that's the great thing about videos too, is you can jump on this bandwagon of mine anytime you want. So these will be here for the future. Hopefully by the end of the year there will be 52 of them. So I'm going to try, like I said, try to get them in once a week if I can. But I don't know if I'll always have something to talk about, is the problem. Like, I might go over more like recipes and stuff as I figure things out and do more different things, because I'll get just tired of eating the same stuff eventually. But I think that the end is worth it. Like, if you can just whatever. It's one of those things where it's like, it's not terrible food. It's just something to eat. God, what else? If you did start something like mine, don't feel bad if you're not like losing as much weight. I might have a week where I come back and say, hey, I broke even because I had 17 Twinkies and a bottle of rum, and I washed it down with that. So it's unlikely. I don't drink much, but yeah, that is another thing too. Like beer, you can't have any beer because that is super carb beverage. But anyway, I don't want to ramble in this video. I got to get to my other gaming videos to record. So just in a nutshell, did you start? Are you gonna start? What are you planning? How are you doing in it? If you're on a weight loss thing and you even lost like 1 pound, you're going in the right direction. So I fucking approve. I would high five you if I could. I can't high five you through the wonders of the face cam, unfortunately, but I would, damn it. But yeah, it's definitely just keep to it. Just get it over with, especially if you're younger. I mean, shit, even if it doesn't matter the age. Why am I bringing age into it? Just keep at it. You can do it. I believe in you. You have to believe in yourself. Again, if you can grab somebody to do it with you, it kind of helps out. But that's just for weight loss. But that would really work for anything. You want to take a class? Hey, yo, Bernie! Yo, Bernie! Yo, come take this pottery class with me, dog! Oh, fucking Bernie, don't take no pottery class, asshole. But anyway, I was just checking in. So stupid, man. I was just checking in. Hopefully you guys are doing well. If you are, let me know. Let me know whatever. You started, you're making progress. You thought of more stuff you could do to better yourself. Let me know. Let me know down in that section down there. Past the description. I keep saying you can't put comments in the video description. That's what I do. Anyway, I am Takamasak. I'll see you guys later.